I'm moving right now.
Yes, friends, welcome to the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone. We're broadcasting from the heart of the Green Mountains in downtown Montpelier, Vermont. And the Music Zone is brought to you by Aromed Essentials, specializing in essential oils and diffusers, CBD tinctures, and pain-reducing topicals. Aromed is a hemp flower bud dispensary, and they also have the glassworks for smoking those buds. Located at 8 State Street in Montpelier, AromedEssentials.com is the website. You can reach them by phone, 802-505-1405, Aromed Essentials. And also making this show possible, Snapdragon Flower Farm, featuring produce, vegetable, herb, and flower seedlings. Early season custom orders are welcome, as well as hanging baskets, potted flowers, and cut your own option by appointment only. The Snapdragon Flower Farm is located 521 Merle Road in Danville, Vermont, online at snapflowerfarm.com, and by phone 802-748-2001. Well, today's guest is from the granite capital of the world. He's opened shows for Hal Ketchum and Dan Tominski. He's Barrie, Vermont's own country rocker, Tim Brick. How are you, Tim?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Thanks for stopping by today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
To the Music Zone.
Yeah. Hey, anything to do with music. I love it. So.
Excellent. So a lot of people have been doing a lot of different things during the past year. We've all been out of work. What have you been up to in the past year?
Well, besides planning to fake my own death, just writing new songs. Before this all hit, I was having a hard time settling my brain down and conscious to get into writing, because at the time I was gigging every week with the band. Besides being a performer, musicians nowadays have to be a booker, you have to be a manager, you have to be a businessman, and all this other stuff that has nothing to do with really music, and it was kind of inhibiting me. So when this hit and everything shut down, that's the first thing I did was kind of settle my brain down and open myself up to my surroundings, what was going on, and so I got about 13 new songs written for the next album.
All right.
And we've begun some sessions. Colin McCaffrey's going to be producing it again.
Fantastic.
And this time around, I think we're going to be doing some sessions up in Charlotte with Lane Gibson.
Beautiful.
And
you're in good hands and ears with both of those guys.
Yeah,
Top
definitely.
notch.
I learned a long time ago that just to always surround myself with people that are usually 9 times out of 10 way more talented than I am. So, and because it just challenges me constantly, and you learn from them people too.
Yeah.
So.
And both of those guys are really nice guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
Colin McCaffrey's got the Green Room Productions in East Montpelier.
Yep.
He's produced hundreds of albums over the last 10, 15 years.
Yes.
Plays a gazillion instruments. Yeah. So he's got the musician's ear, but he and Lane also the talent with Pro Tools and mixing and hearing different things.
Yeah, I can't get into that stuff. It's I was talking to Colin a couple days ago, and I was saying how I think these days everyone naturally assumes that everyone's got a home studio because of the availability of technology and good software and plugins and all that. Right. I don't. I just choose not to because I used to try it recording my own stuff, but I learned a long time ago I can't split my brain between being a songwriter and a performer and being a record engineer.
Yeah.
And all that. It's just too much, and I'm also too close to it, so it gets askew. And so, to me, the key to a great album for me is to find a great producer who can, listen with an outside ear and not be afraid to criticize, constructive criticism to make it better. And that's why I love working with Colin. He's not afraid to tell me what he thinks needs to be worked on or changed or something. And if I think it's for the betterment of the song, I totally agree with him. So.
Excellent. So you're in the process or pre-production. Where are you with this new album?
Yeah, right now we just basically demoed up all the songs and we went through them and made all like any lyrical edits or arrangement edits, and so we got all that good and set to basically send out. We're gonna have Russ Lawton and Eric O'Hara coming in to lay down some tracks. Actually, we're all gonna do it, I think, in the beginning of May up at Lane's. Colin will be doing bass guitar during those sessions. So we're gonna have a 2-day session that weekend, and we're gonna try to lay down all 13 tracks then. And then after their tracks are laid down, then there'll be more sessions where I do vocal overdubs, guitar overdubs.
Yeah.
Because I always say this, one of the reasons why I have studio musicians come in, because I do have a full band, live band. But one of the reasons I choose to have studio musicians come in is because they're used to the studio and they're used to laying it down really quick. And because I'm working on a limited budget, it's important for me to save all the multiple takes for me because I'm the one that needs them. I'm the one that needs it,
Wise man.
Yeah, well, you learn after a while when you do enough things wrong, or the wrong way for you, and you do that enough, you hopefully learn how to do it the right way.
Well, it's always good too to be prepared before you go to the studio. Get in there, be as efficient as possible.
That's true. Yeah.
Smooth, save as much money as you can, and still get that fantastic sound you're looking for.
It's a different animal for sure.
It is.
The stage is completely different than the studio. I look at them as two different worlds. On one world, the stage, I feel very confident, But when I get in the studio, I'm not as confident because I know
It's a different
studio
animal.
doesn't lie. It highlights what you lack. Let's put it that way. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a different animal, and the tape never lies.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Okay, so you have a whole bunch of new songs. It's going to be laying down the rhythm track soon. And so it sounds like I think you're going to play one of the new songs for us today. What song is that?
It's a song called Homegrown Remedy. It's a total pandemic song, written when things first shut down. And I was thinking, every one of us has our own homegrown remedy in our life, or a remedy, so to speak, of a way that we let loose, a way that keeps us sane, whatever that may be. And so I tried to tackle that in the song, and basically how I feel about the surroundings of the time, how things are way different than they used to be. And, some things, I believe some things are changed forever from this. We're never going to return to what we were fully.
True.
So and I tried to just make it, put a hook in it, and so you can whistle it, and it burrows into your brain.
Take it to your friends.
That's right. So.
All right, so this is Tim Brick on the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone and his song Homegrown Remedy.
This morning, and I turned on the news. Seems the world's gone crazy. I guess that's nothing new. Open my back door, step out in the morning sun, lose my cares and let that fresh mountain air fill up my lungs. I need a homegrown remedy to cure what's wrong inside of me. I'm a long time gone. You better believe I need a homegrown remedy. stands an old memory, a constant reminder how things used to be. Most of the time I let it roll off my back. Now and then the feelings come crashing in like a train screaming down the tracks. I need a homegrown remedy to cure what's wrong inside of me. I'm a long time gone. You better believe I need a homegrown remedy. I need a homegrown remedy to cure what's wrong inside of me. I'm a long time gone. You better believe I need a homegrown remedy. I need a homegrown remedy to cure what's wrong inside of me. I'm a long time gone. You better believe I need a homegrown remedy. I need a homegrown remedy. I need a homegrown remedy.
All right, new music from Tim Brick on the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone, Homegrown Remedy. That will be on his new album. And do you have a name for the new album?
Oh, no, not yet.
No.
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 That's the very last thing I always consider, because once you get the songs in order that you want, then I listen to the album in its entirety, and I kind of just, I think, what's this collection? What is it? What's the best way to present this collection? What is it? The cover? What's it mean? What's at the heart of it? And
all right.
but like with the last album, Just Passing Through, I felt a lot of the songs were about searching, and a lot of I have a running theme through my music about the road, the highway, the metaphorical thing of life, and you're always searching for what is truth for you, and all that. And so I felt that was the best title for that album. And, I don't know what this one's going to be. It's
okay.
So
you say out on the road, just passing through. You were out on the road when I think part of these songs were created, or the name came from that. Tell us about that.
Well, this album, my last album,
just passing through.
Yeah, I wrote half of it here in Vermont, and then I moved to Texas and lived in Austin for a little bit, and then San Antonio, and that's where I wrote the second half of the album. And so there's a lot of like Green Mountain Home on there. You would think I wrote that while I was in Vermont, but I didn't. I wrote that when I was in Texas because I was so homesick, and I missed Vermont, and the landscape and different things. Everything hits you because I had never left Vermont before moving to Texas. That was a big deal for me, and every little thing, even the type birds that they have down there.
Sure.
You don't hear, I don't hear. I missed the robins and things like that. Crows I missed, actually. They have a lot of grackles, but it's little things like that. The landscape, the atmosphere, the type of the people, and all that.
Sure.
And it lends itself, and then with added social media, I would be seeing pics and all this stuff from back home, so that would add to my being homesick. So that's when I wrote Green Mountain Home, and but there's some other ones that I obviously wrote in Texas. Busted in Texas was written down there.
That sounds like a true story.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't busted like in the sense of put the cuffs on.
No, broke.
Yeah, I had no money, and that's pretty much why I came back. There was a few more reasons, but I think the main reason was I felt I ran out of money and I ran out of time. And
So did you play some shows down there?
yeah, actually I did. I did a lot of open mic stuff at first, just to kind of get networking with people and
Yeah.
kind of jump in the shallow end of the pool, so to speak. And then I actually got hired on by 2 different bands as a guitar player,
Cool.
which got me some more gigs and networking again, and did farmers markets down there. And then, of course, I did the Blanco. They had a huge storm down there. That was another thing, difference in Texas, because there's no mountains like up here. You can see them storms coming from miles away. And the storms they get down there are like deluge storms, and the ground is clay. So everything instantly floods. And like, I remember being down there and I was going over an underpass, a 50-foot bridge, and I looked up in the bridge and I could see all this debris, dead wood, and I'm like, what the hell? Well, the thing is, the waters rise so fast up there.
Jeez.
And when the storm came through, it took out the bridge out in, I think, San Marcos, which was a 50-foot clearance.
Man.
And it took it out. And then there was a lot of devastation, so they put a concert together, the Blanco River Festival. And so I got invited to play that. And Hal Ketchum was the headliner.
Ah, that's what the
So
Hal
that-
Ketchum.
That was the
that's
Hal
how you
Ketchum
met.
connection.
Okay, cool.
And I didn't know it, but I think he's got a connection up here in Vermont, too. I think well, he's passed since, but I think at the time his sister-in-law might have been from Vermont or something. I learned that after when I got back to Vermont. So
That's great.
yeah, it's a small world, you know.
All right, so that was the Texas experience, and then you came back, and so tell us, different. You have anything booked for this summer? I know that it's been wicked slow for the last year or so.
Yeah.
What's coming up for you, live music-wise, Tim Brick?
Well, I got a handful of half a dozen dates. I guess the first one is going to be up at the Spank Puppy in Colchester. It's going to be me and my pedal steel player, George Seymour. Which, hey George, I hope you're doing good. He's in the hospital for a few days going through a procedure, so I wish him all the best.
Cool.
So June 6th, we're going to be up there doing an acoustic thing, me and him. Then June 12th, we're in Williamstown, Vermont, playing a new club out there called the Roadhouse.
The Roadhouse.
And that will be with a full band.
Nice.
July 8th, we're opening the Courier Park concert series in my hometown of Barrie.
Sweet.
And then July 23rd, we're back at the Spank Puppy, but this time I'll have the full band up there.
Okay.
So that's what I mean, just little things right now on the books. I forgot there was something else, but it escapes me at the time.
So if folks want to know more about you and your music, your dates, where could you send them?
Oh, yeah, you can go to my website, timbrickmusic.com.
Excellent.
You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, I try to, and I have to run all those, you know.
I hear you.
So I get really,
I'm with you.
it's I'm kind of like a fish out of water, but you know, you have to promote.
Yeah.
It's the only way people are going to find out about you, and so other than being on shows such as this. So,
Well, we're here to help.
oh, thank you. I appreciate the invite. That's for sure.
Well,
It's
thanks.
always nice to hang with a good buddy.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So we have time enough for one more song. What is the second song that folks are going to hear?
Oh, this is one off the Just Passing Through album. This is a song called Rumor Has It, and I really loved this song when I wrote it, and I still love this song. But then someone told me that, I said, oh yeah, I got this new song, Rumor Has It, and they're like, oh, like that Adele song?
No,
And I was
it's
like,
not
Adele?
like that.
I was like, no.
It's a Tim Brick
Yeah.
song.
So I said, heck with it. This is my version of Rumor Has It.
There
And
you
I
go.
think we feature a guest musician on this too.
All right. So this is Rumor Has It, Tim Brick on the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone.
Rumor has it your love's run cold, that you found another heart to hold. That's all right with me, we can just let it be. Rumor has it your love's run cold. Rumor has it I'll be moving along, letting go Rumor has it, things are turning around. At the darkest hours, just before the dawn, I get so dog tired of barely hanging on. Rumor has it, things are turning around. When the sunrise meets these weary eyes, I'll be on my way. Lady luck and the good Lord's love shining down on me. Somewhere out there on life's highway lies the answer. Rumor has it. Somewhere out there on life's highway lies the answer. Rumor has it.
Okay, welcome back to the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone. Tim Brick is with us this time around, and that was his tune, Rumor Has It, from Just Passing Through. So, Tim, we're just about out of time, but I want to know, any last remarks, anything you want to squeeze in to let folks know what you're up to or what's happening before it's time to call it a day?
Sure. I guess I'd like to let everyone know that if you are jonesing for some music, which I'm sure everyone is, I know I am.
Yeah.
And you can tune in actually on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and you can go to my artist page, which is facebook.com/Tim Brick Music. And I do a weekly live stream every Saturday night called Live from the Man Cave. And it usually features me and my pedal steel player, George. Mm-hmm. But this week I'll be doing it solo. But yeah, if you're ever wanting to hear, we do half the show is original music, and then we do second half. We kind of do some cover songs from artists that we really love, and that's every Saturday night from 8 o'clock to 9 p.m.
So on Facebook, people need to go to Tim Brick Music.
Yep, facebook.com/Tim Brick Music. That's my artist page.
Cool.
I mean, you can find me on my profile too, and I always leave links to it. So it's not hard to find. And I also, I post them after. So if you happen to miss it or something, you can come by later and check it out if you want. And leave me a comment. Any suggestions? I like to have feedback. It gets tiring staring into a black eye all night, you know. And
right.
So I can't wait to actually see people.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's right.
We only have a minute or two, but I want to know about the Dan Tyminski connection with you. I mentioned it in the beginning of the show. How do you know him? You did a show or two with him. What was that?
Yeah, well, we played down at the Vermont State Fair for a few years, and then they were kind enough to offer us the opening slot for Dan Tyminski. I think this was back in 2018 when he came through off his album Southern Gothic. And it was a great time. It's opportunities that I've always wanted to do, to open up for major artists. That's how they used to do it in the old days. That's how, smaller artists and more lesser known artists would get exposure.
Yep.
And so it was fun. I mean, other than the fact that, we got our show in, but the storm rolled through after we got done, and it pretty much shut the whole show down. And but Dan was such a cool cat. He took his band up into the grandstands, and they did a personalized, little acoustic performance for all the crowd right there. So he was a great guy, and he had a great band, and I loved it. And I hope to get more opportunities like that in the future.
Wow, that sounds great. And so he's from that area. That you said the Rutland.
I believe, yeah, he's from down. I think he's from Rutland.
Cool.
Or
so that's
hop, skip, and a jump on
right.
the other side of the river.
Maybe West Rutland, but the state fair was at the fairgrounds in Rutland.
Yeah.
So he probably stayed at his mom's house.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think he had to spend much gas money on that one.
Oh, beautiful. I love that story. All right, Tim, but thank you again for stopping by in the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone. Totally appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor.
Sharing your music with us.
Well, thank you for sharing your talent with me on one of my songs. That's great.
It's my pleasure. It's fun. I love doing this.
Yeah, I could tell. I looked over at you. You were just like, loving it, man. It's great. That's why I love music. It brings people together, you know?
It sure does. All right, that's it for this week for the Music Zone, but I want to thank our sponsors, Aeromed Essentials, specializing in essential oils and diffusers, CBD tinctures, and pain-reducing topicals. Aeromed is a hemp flower bud dispensary right here in downtown Montpelier. They have the Glassworks. All that is happening 8 State Street in Montpelier, online, aeromedessentials.com. You can reach them by phone, 802-505-1405. And please mention to Aeromed Essentials, as well as our friends over at the Snapdragon Flower Farm in Danville, that you heard about them right here on the Music Zone with Pitz Quattrone. That's it for this time around, my friends. I'll talk to you next time on the Music Zone.
Constantly, frequently moving, rapidly, upwardly moving. I'm moving right now.